This is Witch Nikki. And earlier on another video, I have been making this dream catcher. This is not done yet. This is too wide of an opening. I like to make it small. Don't close it up. Okay? Because the good dreams have to pass through the hole. The items that you put on should reflect something that interests the person who it's made for. So this one was made for Stacy and her son George, and I don't know them personally because I've just met them on Instagram, but I've looked through their pictures and I saw that George had recently, probably back in Halloween, visited a pumpkin patch, and he looked very happy looking at the pumpkins. And so this is to reflect that time, that it's so close to this time that I'm making it. And hearts, because she seems like she's a very loving mom, and of course, and she has very cute little son. So I'm continuing to make this, and I got to the end of that string. Remember the one that I had used all the way around, so it didn't quite finish what I needed. So I was going to try to show you a couple of ways to make a knot, and it's going to be right. Let's see. I'm going to put the knot around here, so I'm thinking kind of it might end up around in this area. And this is the top part, and I've just added this pentagram here. She asked me to put that on for her. And the other things I just, thought as I'm looking through all of my stuff would look good. So, and I'm also thinking of the idea of buttons. I don't know why. Just something I'm thinking of, maybe buttons. I don't know. This one, this little crescent moon. I don't know if you can see it, but on both sides it says, "I love you to the moon and back." So I'm getting vibes from Stacy and her pictures of her and her son. She just loves her son. And I'm getting that, picking up on that vibe. This is really pretty. It's a heart. And I don't know if you could see it, but it's all swirly in there. And in Native American and Celtic, the swirls represent change, like air and water swirls like that. So it means change, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the way it is. It kind of reminds me of air or something like that. So I wasn't going to put them on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the moon here, because the circular part looks better going like that, I think. Don't you think? And then this one over here, like this, hanging from the outside part. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do feathers or not. And I don't know if I'll use this little owl. It's carved. I don't know if you can see it. It's flat on the back. It's carved in stone. But I was thinking of maybe putting it somewhere like this, and maybe feathers or something. I'm not really too sure. Sometimes stuff calls out to me and I decide to use it. And sometimes it just, after I think about it or try to get it going on there, it's kind of like, it's not going to work. I could try, but it might just mess it up. This is a smaller, it's medium. It's not the smallest of the stars that I have. I have one a little bit smaller than this that I made, and one bigger than this. So this was the middle. And so there we go with this. And I don't know if I want to add anything like I did before with the blue bead. Remember I did that. So I don't know if you can see. Looks like you could. What I do is cross them like this. Cross them like that. See? And then fold one over this way and fold this one over this way. Okay. Now they're not going to hold like that, but what I do is make a knot on one side. You see that? Every night I've been hearing sirens in the neighborhood around this time. And then I remembered, I hope it's the Santa Claus going around. They always have the fire department bringing around the fire truck with Santa. It's kind of cute. So there's that. Let's see. It is pulling. So I'm going to do another knot in each side. Pull it pretty tight. I don't know if you can hear the music. I turned it down so that it wouldn't be in the background. One time I was dancing to some music, and Instagram said, no, don't do that. And one time I was filming at a Halloween parade at Ginger School, and they didn't like the music that was playing. YouTube did not like the music, so I had to silence it. Which was really awkward because you see all these kids dancing and they just want to make sure that nobody steals music, for God's sake. We've been listening to these radio selections free for years. If people haven't bought these albums by now, some of the people in the bands are dead. I'm sorry, rest in peace, all of you people who are dead. But the ones who aren't, it's like, like oldie songs. It's like, come on now, really? You're still hoping to get some money off of those old songs. And it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's all about the money. Money, 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 money. Not for me. It's not. I just don't understand that. Okay, so here's this knot. I pull it to test it out. Even though this is not going to be played with, it's going to be hung up. but you want it keeping up there. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I put this star up. So, and it kind of just hangs there right now, but more of this webbing is going to go behind it and keep it from, I'm going to keep, it keeps it from dangling in, just like with these here and this. This kept swirling around, but as I added more webbing to it, it got sturdy, so it's staying right there. And this bat, it's so cute. Isn't it cute? I love bats and pumpkins no matter what time of the year it is. So I hope little George will too. When I make something for somebody, I like thinking about them. So I look at their photographs and their pictures and see what I see that they like. And little George seems to like Paw Patrol and rescue animals and stuff like that. Paw Patrol is, I believe. Ginger doesn't watch it, but she has 1 or 2 times, I think. It's not that she doesn't like it, just a little bit young for her still, but she does like that stuff, Paw Patrol, and it's cute. It's a nice little show. Anything that teaches kids stuff to behave good and share and be respectful, that's nice. That's good, isn't it? I don't want to watch those silly shows that don't have any meaning and bad language all through them. Don't understand that. Not for kids. Of course, I grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I love Mr. Rogers. I love him. He's gone now. He died. But I still love him. You can love a person if they've gone on and they're no longer in your life. If they've gone on, you could still love them. The love will always be in your heart, even though you're apart. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? Didn't mean for it to, but it just did. Sometimes we're far, far, far away from people, so even when people are gone, when they're dead, when they've died, you can still love them, always. My mom died a long time ago, and I always still love her. It's a big mystery where they've gone on to. Everybody has different opinions about that. But it's something that we shouldn't be scared about, or we shouldn't overthink it. Like, I wonder where it's going to be. Is it going to be here or there or wherever? Nobody for sure knows, because it's not like you can just go there and then, like on vacation or have a holiday, and then go there and then come back and tell people about it. It's a big secret. It's a big mystery. That's just the way it is. And some people are very scared about that, nervous about it. I don't think we should be scared or nervous about that kind of stuff. Now, dream catchers will not keep away all your dreams. Something that I've learned along the way, that if a dream is that important, it will get through. If it's a good dream, we want the good dreams. That's why I put nice little things on here people could look at before they go to sleep, and they could say, okay, tonight I'm going to dream about the time I went to the pumpkin patch with my mom. and maybe they saw some decorations that were cute little bats or something, and they could remember that. Or they could make up a story, complete little story every night. And it's okay if you want to add things onto your dream catchers. All you need to do is just get something. Like, say you have a charm like this. And all you need to do is, excuse me a minute while I look around for a little piece of wire or something. Or string. There's no rules. This is kind of a bent wire that I had. So let's say this is the something. Well, and all you need to do is just bend it and bend it like again, like a little hook. This is very bendable, so see, this is just to set an example, just to show you an example of how things would go if you decided to put your own on. So you would just make a little hook like this, kind of in a S shape. See that? And then anywhere that you want to stick it on, you just hang it on. Unbend it a little bit so it'll go in there. See? Now, you wouldn't, put it there if you didn't want it to knock into the pumpkin, but you could, I'm just doing for an example, it could go anywhere on there. And then even down here at the bottom. See? Like that. See? Isn't that cute? And then you just squeeze it right there. So what that does is it adds something about you. Something that you feel good about or happy about to add to the story, to add to your dream catcher. And you can add something every year to it if you wanted to. It would be a very heavy little dream catcher, but you could add, there's all little places all along here if you wanted to. You could add little things all around here. Little things that you like, or little, maybe you could buy little charms if you go on a holiday somewhere, and you could add that. It'd be a memory right here on here. You can certainly do that. Yes, you can. Now, so I was right about here. And for those of you who didn't see, but you should see in the other video, I'm not trying to plug my other video, but see this the little hole right there? I'm going to go down. See that? And then I'm going to bring it up through. And the pull and adjust and pull and adjust. Well, here comes the tricky part, getting the knot through. Now sometimes you could catch part of it in there. Now right above the bat, let's see how it would go. This is going to go right down here. So I might be able to put something there. What would look good right over a bat? Let me put you on pause and I'll check around. Okay, well, I thought about it. And this bright yellow wooden bead would go right over that. And hanging above the bat, it would look like a little moon, wouldn't it? I think so. So I think it's a good idea. Let me see how much more I have to do for going in this direction. because I don't want it to slip off. See, if I put it on now, it'll slip off, so I'm going to put one more little, make it go in one more little loop, which is right next to it. Okay. And it's okay that a little bit shows here and there. Okay, so you see the knot there, right here. And I'm going to take this bead. I don't want it to be too big. This looks nice, like a little moon, I thought. Okay, the moon came out. And ta-da! Okay, I just had to pause a little bit. Ginger brought dinner for me. And I was hungry. So I paused. I didn't want to be eating while I'm doing this. So, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, now I'm just holding on to the bead, making it go through this little loop right here. Okay. Pulling it through so that this piece right here, see, there we go. See? So it's going to be hanging like this. And now it looks like it has a little moon right over the bat. Isn't that cool? So you think and you let ideas come to you. You open up your mind and let creation happen. It's getting a little bit cold out here. It's probably around 6 o'clock in the evening, but that's okay. I'm not going to finish everything here tonight, but we're at 23 minutes. Just wanted to come back on and show a little bit more, and maybe you'll catch on to how I'm doing this. See, just through the hole, it's on my side, through the hole, down, and up between the loop that you've made. See this big long loop here? And see how it's getting smaller to make that little part of the stitch or whatever you want to call it. See? And then you just pull it. See that? And it becomes a netting. You don't have to knot it or anything. It just stays like that. It stays pretty good. So, see see that little knot right there got covered and disguised. No, that's the back side. See? So, yeah, I continue around until another thing decides that it wants to come on here. Another item. I am going to put these two charms that I showed you, but they're going to go on the outside because they can go on the outside of the web, on the outside perimeter of it, or on the inside where the netting is. I don't want to crowd it up too much because the center part is small. Whoops, sometimes I pull the wrong thread. There we go. Pull and adjust if I need to. What's going on here? I really hope that the music isn't being picked up on here, or else the video might not make it. So that's why I'm talking right over it, so you really won't hear it too much. But I like hearing music, any kind of music. Yesterday was some Native American music, and today is Jack FM radio. So it's public radio, it's on the radio, and it's already out there. I'm just sitting here. It's not like I'm trying to steal anybody's music. It's already just out here in the radio waves coming to my ears, free, as it's been doing since I was a little girl. Way before that, we had radio, and you see it is coming out there to you. Excuse me, but that kind of means it's yours. People will buy the music if they want to, but there's so many methods of listening to music nowadays. And you have a gift, share it. Music is healing for people, for Pete's sakes. So share it. I mean, I understand that they need to make money, but that's why they have concerts, and the concerts cost a pretty penny, don't they? So, you can make plenty of money having concerts. People still go to concerts, don't they? I did back in the day. Even not too far back in the day. About, I think some of them were about like 1999 or 98 or something like that. I went to some Korn concerts. Korn and Metallica with my girls. Those were the days. That was good. So you just keep going. Now the song that's on the radio is, and so this is Christmas. This is the first song that they've played that was kind of Christmas song. And it's one of the kind of saddest songs that they have on the radio is, so this is Christmas. What have you done? La-di-da-da-da-da-da. Without any cheer. Do, 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 do. Well, not all Christmases are happy, are they? Sometimes they're downright sad sometimes. I guess if you're gonna dwell on exactly what's happening in the world, there's so many things going on in the world. Just time that we all love each other. no matter who you are, no matter where you were born, or what color your skin is, or what religion you practice, or who you worship, it shouldn't matter to anybody. You shouldn't have wars about it, or borders and walls and oh, it's 30 minutes now. Anyways, just be peaceful, people. I'm going to be working on this a little bit more. I just wanted to show you what I've done so far with this and chit-chat a little bit. Be peaceful. You never know what kind of struggles people are going through in the world and what everybody's going through in life. I love you all very much. Have a wonderful holiday.